Hello everyone, how you doing today? Cheers. Welcome to How Much House of the Money. You having a great day? Is your cup full of happiness? A glass full of gratitude? Wherever you are, hope you're having a great one. And we are almost into February, everybody. We can say goodbye to January and the cold blast. Hope you're all having a great day. So let's check out some more properties, shall we? Look at this farmhouse on 1.5 acres of land, $235,000. This house here is on 1 acre, nice little single family ranch for $119,500. And this house here is on 1/4 acre for $80,000. So let's check out some details on these houses as we venture into the beautiful state of North Carolina. So those of you that want to move to North Carolina, you're going to be living with just under 11 million people. And for the real estate tax rate, we're looking at 0.82%, which is coming in lower than that national average of 0.99%. So let's check out some properties in North Carolina. And before we do that, I'm going to show you the SoFi cost of living chart for North Carolina. And here we are. So the cost of living in North Carolina, according to this website SoFi, and I use this quite often, and it says here, families looking to make a move to a new state will likely appreciate that North Carolina has not one but two of the best cities for families. And this says, you don't need to give up city life to raise a family. Found that Raleigh and Durham are some of the best places to live for families in the entire country. It happens to also be pretty affordable. So when we look at the average cost of living, it says here it's $43,959. Now, if you live in North Carolina and you have another, you have some mentions, leave them in the comment. And it says that it ranks 24th for lowest cost of living in the United States. And comes down here and tells us what the average annual per capita costs are for your housing and utilities, food and beverages, your gas, other expenditures. And of course, this would be subjective on your own individual lifestyle, right? But this just gives us a guideline. And then it goes down to housing costs. And you can continue to scroll down the page. This gives us some typical home prices in the cities. And continues on down the page for utility costs. They're saying they're around $371 per month. And groceries and food around $302 per person. But again, it's going to depend on your appetite, right? And transportation, and it goes down the page. So here it tells us again that the cost of living, the annual or average cost of living is around just under $44,000 per year. So that is a cool page to check out for additional information on North Carolina. So let's check out some properties, shall we? We are headed into Pinetops, North Carolina, 28764. Pinetops is right here in Edgecombe County, where the population was 1,374 people in 2010. So here we are, Pinetops, right over here to the east of Raleigh. We're right below Rocky Mount and Tarboro. And we're to the east of Wilson, and we're to the northwest of Greenville, right here on the map, Pinetops. So when we scroll out, we're not too terribly far from that coast right down here. And then we have Wrightsville Beach and Wilmington, beautiful area. So we're in Pinetops, and this house is situated at 201 Van Street. It's a 3-bedroom, 1-bath house with 1,210 square feet on a little more than 1/4 acre. So let's see what we're getting. And it's hot off that listing press. It was just listed and it was built in 1949. So let's see what we're getting. And if you're new to our channel, welcome to this community. You're welcome to subscribe and hit that like button, because this is where we all venture through state to state, through town to town, to see how much house, cabins, and acreage we can get and find for our money. So today, again, we're headed into North Carolina. A lot of us love North Carolina, and a lot of you comment about North Carolina. And so I'm going to continue checking the houses out. And in the next episode, I may hit a higher price range, but with more land and some property attached. So here we're in Pinetops with this one, $80,000, a little more than 1/4 acre. Look how cute this little place is. Nice covered front porch. We have a shingle roof. Nice, we have a concrete foundation. $80,000 for this house right here. And according to Redfin, the median sale price for houses in North Carolina is $375,000. The amount of houses listed and placed on the market for sale in North Carolina increased 19.7% over the last few years. Prices have also increased 4%, and the houses sold also increased 13.3% in North Carolina. And today it's in the 50s, and it's going to be in the mid to low 60s throughout the weekend, according to the Weather Channel, and full of sunshine. So I think that's another reason people love the North Carolina area, because you're going to get 4 seasons. In the higher elevations, they're getting snow. You can head out to Beach County or the beach ski resort if you want to go skiing. Okay, so here's our beautiful vintage French door with our glass hardware. Here's another view of the house from another angle. So we do have some landscaping. Not a ton. You can always add that pop of color. This is cute for $80,000 and a little more than a quarter of an acre. And again, we are in Pinetops, North Carolina. Look at the privacy fence. That adds value. It's one less thing you've got to worry about, especially if you have kids or dogs. That's great. $80,000. And with this type of property, you may get your well, the septic, the utilities, depending on how far outside of town. It may be municipal. But $80,000 for any of you looking for North Carolina and you're on a low budget, you want a low price, high potential, why not? So here we see this deck space on the back. Now we could modify that and wrap it all around the back side, or you could remove it and just have some nice wide stairs. Just needs that greenery behind there. It'd be very pretty. So here's our outbuilding. That looks like a concrete block building also with a shingle roof. Could modify that. Ooh, I'd want to see what that looks like on the inside. And here again is another angle, and that's really all they're going to show us, unfortunately. But this one again is at 201 Van Street, Pinetops, North Carolina 27864. And it's only been on the market 13 hours, built in 1949. And it says here, first-time home buyers, or if you're an investor building your portfolio for your rentals, this is a fixer-upper with good bones. And it's a 3-bedroom, 1-bath in Pinetops, $80,000. Has everything you want with hardwood floors, vintage glass knobs on the French door that we saw, a fireplace with nice mantel, a large kitchen, a backyard with a workshop. And so we do have some more details there that you may want to check out, but definitely worth checking out in person. Leave us a comment if you do. And when we look out the history for this one, this was listed in 09 for $49,000. Then they removed it. Then it was listed in 17 for $39,900. Then it was decreased, removed, and now many years later they're listing it for $80,000. It's 76 years old. So they've tried a couple of times on this. Let's look at our satellite view. There we are, Pinetops, North Carolina. We're just going to scroll out. There's the coast. Looks like a beautiful location. 201 Van Street, and that's $80,000 on a little more than a quarter of an acre. Pinetops, North Carolina, built in 49. All right, so now we're moving into Spruce Pine, North Carolina. Now I'm showing this one because if any of you are looking for a couple of acres, and if this has a good well and a good septic and the utilities are connected, you may be ahead of the game. This is $86,800. They don't show us much, and this one is in Spruce Pine. So this one is Mitchell County. Oh, look at our ponies. Nice. And the population was 2175 in 2010. So this is Spruce Pine, North Carolina, and you gotta love a beautiful of a couple of horses. Oh, love it. Okay, so here we are, Spruce Pine. Anything that shows horses is always a good idea, if you ask me. So we're above, let's see, we're to the east of Burnsville. We're to the east of Mars Hill. We're to the west of Lenoir, North Carolina, right here in Spruce Pine. So let's scroll out. So Knoxville, Tennessee is over here to our west. We have Charlotte, North Carolina down here to our southeast. We have Morganton, and Asheville is right below us, as is Waynesville and Hendersonville to our south. So let me scroll out here just so you see where you are from the coast. Boone is up here to the northeast, and Hickory is down to the southeast. So we're right here on the map, Spruce Pine. And this is 121 Serenity Place, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. This house says, or the listing says, this house has just shy of 1,500 square feet of space, and it has 2 acres of land. Now, it's been on the market 87 days, and it says it was built in 05. So let's see what we get here for $86,800. Now this looks like a cabin build or similar to a cabin. We may have a metal roof. It looks like we do have a covered front porch, but we don't see a whole lot of this. But it looks like a beautiful parcel. So if any of you are looking for a couple of acres in Spruce Pine, North Carolina, this might be worth a second view. Okay, so here we do have, it's a rustic build. So there's that covered front porch. It looks like we have a little Juliet balcony on the second floor also. This might be really nice in person. It's really unfortunate that they don't show us a lot. Let me scroll in a little bit here, but look at this. This is cute. Spruce Pine, North Carolina, $86,000. Looks like they might have left it a little bit of a mess, but we do see an AC unit there. So here's our elongated driveway. So it looks like we're back off the road, tucked back in some trees. I bet in the spring and summer this is gorgeous. There's our metal roof. But again, have the home inspections, find out about the areas. You got to do some research. But if any of you are looking for a couple of acres, this might be, a really good find. And without clear photographs, without interior photographs, sometimes these types of listings are overlooked. So it's my pleasure to show them to you, right? Okay, so let's see what's going on with the listing details. 121 Serenity Place, $86,800, a couple of acres on the market, 87 days. And that structure is 1,497 square feet, built in '05. And it says it's a real estate owned property, so you'd probably have to be a cash buyer, but never forget about the rural agricultural loans. This could qualify. You don't really know until you get up in there and check it out. It's 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms with a great view of the surrounding mountains. It can be a year-round house nestled in the Blue Ridge Mountains, and it's a short drive to the Blue Ridge Parkway. So when we look at the history on this one, it was just listed, and it's 20 years old. God, I love that. 2 acres of land right there. And that again is Spruce Pine, North Carolina, 28777. That could be a great buy for somebody. Now we're looking into this one here, 119.5. It's on an acre in Maxton, North Carolina. So let's look at Maxton on the map. We are in Scotland County, where the population was 2,426 people in 2010. So here we are above Pembroke. We're right below Laurinburg. And we have Fayetteville up here to our northeast. And then we have Charlotte up here to our northwest. So here we have Laurinburg to the north, and we're south of that. Not too terribly far from that coastline. Maxton, North Carolina. And this one here is 119.5. It's on an acre of land. It's 744 square feet of living space, 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. Just listed 18 hours ago, and it was built in 1995. So let's check out the details on this one. Look at this cutie. Little yellow ranch with a shingle roof and a covered front entry. This is cute. Looks neat as a pin. Looks like you could plant some grass, plant some greenery, add a couple of flower boxes. This is really pretty. Maxton, North Carolina here, you guys. Let me know in the comments what brings you to the channel. It's always great to have you here. You're welcome to join our community. It's pretty amazing, the houses that we find way below the median sale price. And in North Carolina, it's $375,000. Now, if you're parents and you've got grown kids, make sure you turn them on to this channel. Tell them to tune in and subscribe and hit that like button, because the house they're not looking for may be in the next episode. Look at this beautiful thing. Man, look at how pretty and far back that is. We have a little split rail fence there. I bet this is beautiful. This gives you some privacy in North Carolina, an acre of land. You could have some chickens running around. You could have some wildlife roaming through. You can put your camp chair out there and light yourself a nice fire and be safe about it and just enjoy your natural surroundings. Grab that American flag, let it blow in the North Carolina breeze. Cheers, everybody. Hope you're all having a great day. Life is good. Especially when my coffee's kicking in. It's Friday, you guys. It's Friday. Now, it's always a good day, isn't it? Just as long as you keep a positive attitude, keep a smile on your face, do the best that you can, right? That's all we can do. This is cute. This looks like it's just waiting for someone to scoop it up and call it their own and have a comfortable place to call home in North Carolina. Home inspections will let you know the longevity of your roof, if your windows are vinyl, if they're wood, if they're aluminum. Check your appliances, check your foundation. This one looks nice and new and shiny though, doesn't it? Here's our covered front porch, perfect place for our coffee and conversation. Look at how pretty this is. All right, moving into the inside. Here's our kitchen, very functional. We have a nice window above your double sink, nice cabinets, kind of a soft pink countertop. You can always change that out if you wanted to switch it. This is cute though. Looks like we could move right in here. It's very clean. We could paint this paneling that's beneath the counter. And if you wanted to switch out the counter, you could paint the paneling beneath it to complement the countertop color or the quartz or whatever you're going to choose. But we do see laminate flooring. How nice is this? So account for the fact that you'll have to put some appliances in here. This is really cute. We don't see a dishwasher. Of course, that's what that double bowl's for. Beneath your stainless faucet. Sometimes, we got to get our hands a little wet. Okay, so here's our bathroom. Good sized bathroom. It's awesome that it has the window. Nice. Under $120,000 for this one on an acre. Okay, so here's our utility room. So you'll have to get a washer and dryer. Maybe you have one of your own. You can move it right into your new laundry room. This is really cute. $119,500, and we are in Maxton, North Carolina. So here we have another room. Now this again is one of these houses that maybe we could open this up if you wanted more of an open plan. Maybe you don't. And so we could put a header in here. We could make this very coastal chic. This is very cute. Because I'm visualizing this without that darker wall along the bottom, because it really does cut up the rooms. Even if this were all conducive in one color, it would have a completely different vibe and feel inside this room here. There's a lot we could do with this. It's nice that it's super clean. Looks like it's been well maintained and it's been cared for before they put it on the market. And remember, these are the asking prices. You're always welcome to make an offer. Make sure your agent puts it in front of that seller for consideration and review. And hopefully they'll negotiate. This is really nice, though. This is a cute house here for $119,500. Maxton, North Carolina. Looks like we have vinyl windows. You could put your own stamp on this, and it's not a huge house, so it's under 800 square feet of space. You could always add more outdoor area if you like. You have an acre of land here to do whatever you want with it. Yeah, this is nice. You could always enlarge that deck space, maybe have part of it covered, half of it open. You're tucked back in the trees. Looks like we got plenty of shade. Vinyl sided, this is cute. Maxton, North Carolina, and again, the real estate tax rate is 0.82%. So we have a back deck also. You could wrap that all the way around. That would really enhance the exterior on this. But it's totally fine the way it is. It's very clean and move-in ready. Waiting for you. North Carolina, this is Maxton. That is really cute. Really nice. 14247 North Carolina 130 Highway, or NC 130 Highway, Maxton, North Carolina 28364, brand new to the market, built in 1995, and it says here, beautiful 1 acre lot, darling little cottage with a brand new roof, windows, plumbing, including a tankless water heater, electrical, HVAC, vinyl siding, the porch and the flooring. It's practically a new home. All it needs is a new owner. So when we look at the history on this one, it was just listed, and it's 30 years old. God, I love that. So let's check out our satellite view here. See where we are in Maxton, North Carolina. Here we are. Sweet. Tucked back in the trees. $119,500 for this location right here. We're not too far from that South Carolina line. Here we are. 14247 NC 130 Highway, and that's $119,500 Maxton, North Carolina, on an acre of land. Okay, so now we are going to move into Climax, North Carolina, on 1.5 acres of land. But before we go to this house right here, this farmhouse, I want to ask if any of you have a property that you've put on the market and it's vacant, it's not occupied, you've cleaned it out, it's organized, I'm happy to give it a mention here on my channel. So I'm going to start this I'm going to add to this channel and these episodes. So I'm going to add your house. If you leave me a comment, let me know what the address is, and if it's listed online, I'm happy to add it right here to the channel and give it a mention. So if you have a house listed and it's not occupied, let me know, and we can have our 33,000 plus subscribers and our viewers take a look at it, and happy to help you get your house sold or at least get more views. So now we're going to move into this one here, and we are in Climax, North Carolina with this one right here. And this is on 1.5 acres of land. So let's look at Climax on the map. We're on the border of Guilford and Randolph County. And the population is, I want to say, 3,068 people from my research. So here we are below Greensboro, and we're right above Liberty. And Julian is over to the east. So here we are on the map, Climax, North Carolina. So let's scroll out a little bit. So we have Greensboro to the north, Winston-Salem up to the northwest. Durham is over here to the east. So we're way up here in kind of northern North Carolina, but we're below Greensboro. And this is 7212 Charnel Lane. This has been on the market 98 days, and typically they're on the market for 55 days, give or take, I guess. 3 bedrooms, 2 bath with 1.5 acres, so it's acre and a half, $235,000. It does not tell, I'm sorry, it does. 1928 is when this house was built. So this is a farmhouse in North Carolina. Let's see what we're getting. Isn't this pretty? We have a green shingle roof. Oh no, I'm sorry, it's a metal roof. All right, let's get a close-up of this. Tucked back in the trees, an acre and a half of land. And this is our farmhouse with our beautiful covered front porch and another one on the side. How pretty is this? I want to welcome you to meander through the episodes also, because we checked out another farmhouse in a recent episode. We see houses that are $35,000, $50,000, $75,000. Some are move-in ready. So this is another farmhouse, and this looks very nice. So we do see maybe a partial fence there, if that's what that is. So it looks like we have an enclosed porch on the back. This may have vinyl siding. An acre and a half. You could totally have a hobby farm here. You want a free range? This is very pretty. And again, this is $235,000. Rural North Carolina. How nice is that? That's a beautiful chimney. Okay, so that looks like another enclosed porch. Oh, look at our drone view. Nice. Beautiful trees. And pretty soon, the hummingbirds will be out. Our birds will be singing. And the sun will again be shining. The warm weather is coming. And you can just envision yourself here in Climax, North Carolina, under your front porch, sipping your sun-brewed tea. Any of you need a change of scenery? This looks very nice. North Carolina. It's definitely growing. Okay, so look at this. We have our outbuilding here. Nice. So we have a concrete pad in the front of that. You've got another lean-to off the side. We're on 1.5 acres here. Now again, I'm just going to remind you that even though it has 1.5 acres, this house and parcel may have been a portion of a larger parcel. So always ask your agent to check if you want more land, that is, and see if there's more land available. Even though the seller doesn't attach it to this, they may have more land that they're going to list in the future, or that may be in another listing separate from this. So you can always ask the agent if there's more land available by the seller. Why not, right? Okay, so here we have our building there with your stairs going up. They look a little steep. Be careful with your cocktail. This is nice. So you could have chickens, you could have ducks, you could have alpaca, you could have a couple llama, you could have a pony, you could have your quarter horse. You can ride on 1.5 acres. Maybe you want some goats or some sheep. Just want to hang out with some 4-legged animals and enjoy yourself. Why not? Now here we come into the inside. Very nice. Very nice. We have vinyl flooring. It's our vintage door. There's our doorbell right on the front door there. You just twist and turn. Let them know you've arrived. Okay, so here we have very nice light and bright interior space. We have a variation of flooring. Now for me, I would want one flooring in this house. I don't like the split of you got one color over here, you've got vinyl here, then you've got another variation over here, but that is something that you could switch out over time if you didn't want that, or it's fine the way it is because it does look clean. It looks like we could move right in here also. And again, we're in Climax, North Carolina for $235,000 on 1.5 acres. Beautiful staircase. Nice, that looks solid. Those are some wide treads. That's great. Okay, so here's our blue room. Now it's kind of unfortunate it doesn't have the fireplace, but maybe you could do some modifications. We have painted paneling, because there's paneling behind that blue color right there. Again, another house where I'd want to know if I could put some headers in there and open this up and find hopefully some hardwood floor beneath the carpet. This house has a lot of potential. It's looking for someone to show it some love, man. Live there for a while, a long while. Have yourself a little farmette in North Carolina. Nice walk-in closet. Okay, so here's our bathroom with vinyl flooring. Does have the window. Looks like a shower and tub combination. Looks like we might have some linen storage also behind the louver doors. This is very nice. So this looks like it may be off the primary bedroom. So that's your ensuite. Wow, pretty beams on the ceiling. Nice. Here's our living room. There's another fireplace. Now that looks like it could possibly have a wood stove attached to it. Maybe you could put a pellet stove in there if you want a little bit of heat besides the furnace. Even though it does get warm in the Carolinas, it's always nice to have a source of wood heat just to take the chill off. Look at this. Beautiful. So we could modify this. Here's our screened porch in North Carolina. Now we could take out these aluminum windows. We could paint this. We could lay down new flooring. Or we could use what we have and just clean it up and just have some really nice window treatments. It's got a really cool ceiling. That's very nice. We could lay tile. Could make that very minimal, very easy to clean. It's great to have a porch in North Carolina. So here's our kitchen. Okay, so it looks like we have a 3-door refrigerator with our freezer on the bottom. We have some blue cabinets and some open shelves there above the flat top range. And here's another angle of it. So not a ton of cabinet space here, but you could modify this. You could add an island. And again, we could get in there and see what's going on, you know, how much wall space is actually here and what's on the opposite side. But maybe you don't cook. Maybe you don't want a big kitchen. Maybe you want to keep the mess outside and you're going to add an outdoor kitchen. Why not? It's North Carolina. We're looking at $235,000 with this one, with 1.5 acres and an outbuilding. Farmhouse in North Carolina. Here's our laundry room, so account for the fact you'll have to move in your washer and dryer. You'll have to move in, I guess it had the refrigerator and it does have a stove, but I didn't see a dishwasher. But again, when you're there in person, you get down to the fine details. Here's another bathroom. That looks nice. So we're moving it up to the upstairs. So that's a pretty good use of landing space there with all of this storage here. You could always modify that also if you wanted to maybe do something else with this space. If you work from home, one of these rooms would be a great home office. Looks like that may be hardwood flooring. Wow, look at this. Very pretty bedroom. This would be a great house to view in person. Looks like we have another chimney access there. Yeah, if any of you look at this, leave us a comment. This is fantastic. So here's our diagram for their floor plan. Screen porch is 11.9 by 13.4. Your kitchen is 10 by 11, so it's not a huge kitchen, but the dining room is 9 by 11. Your living room is 16 by 25. Then you have a hall, you have a bath, then you have a bedroom, which is 12 by 14. Your primary is 13 by 14. Your foyer is 7 by 14. Another bathroom is 9 by 8. You've got another room that's 12 by 14. Your front room, which is 14 by 14. Good size house right there. Look at how pretty that is. 7212 Charnel Lane right here, $235,000, an acre and a half. And it says here, 2-story farmhouse on private land in the quaint town of Climax, North Carolina, surrounded by mature pecan trees. It offers a peaceful and serene living environment, and you're located 12 minutes from Toyota in Liberty and 30 minutes from Wolfspeed in Siler City. You've got the barn to house your animals or for outdoor entertainment. And you do have some upgrades there that it states in the description. And when we look at the history on this one, this was sold in 1985 for $25,000. Then it was sold in 2006 for $135,000. And then they listed it in October of 2023 for $245,000. Then they reduced it down to $214,000. Then they removed it. And now almost 20 years later, they're listing it for $235,000. And it has been on the market a little bit. And it's 97 years old. And but they don't tell the square footage of the house, but it was built in 1928 and it's been on the market almost 100 days. So let's look at our street view here. How pretty is this? And again, if you want more land, always ask to see if there's more available. If you want more than an acre and a half, you never know. These people across the street might be some relation, but this looks really, very pretty. Very nice. And then we'll look at our satellite view here to see where we are on the map. There we are, rural North Carolina. So scroll out here a little bit. Not far from 75. There's Greensboro again, up to the north. You have a little international airport here at Piedmont. And there again is the coast, and that's 7212 Charnel Lane. $235,000 farmhouse right there. Very nice. Or we have this cute little single family ranch for $119,500 on an acre in Maxton, North Carolina. Or this one here on 2 acres with almost 1,500 square feet. Could be a great buy for somebody for $86,800 in Spruce Pine. Or we have this one in Pinetops, North Carolina on a little more than a quarter of an acre for $80,000. That's a great little fixer. And that'll do it for today's North Carolina episode. Wherever you guys are today, hope you're having a great day. And remember, if you have a house that's listed and it's not occupied, I'm happy to give it a mention here on my channel. That's what we're all about here. So we'll mention your house too and get it viewed by you subscribers and you viewers out there. Why not? Let's continue to help our people in North Carolina in the mountains. and continue to drop off the quality, clean clothing that they need and the supplies, and help our people in South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Tennessee, and of course the people in California also. It's always great to be with you. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, and we will see you in the next episode. More houses coming up. Ciao.